Are you ready to get your dopamine hit from a place other than scrolling on social media or playing games on your phone? Well, then watch this video because I'm going to give you 10 healthy habits that you can start doing today to give you that much needed dopamine hit to get you to be extra productive. Hi, I'm Vanessa Ann Miller, and I'm a high performance coach for women entrepreneurs looking to create more ease and abundance in their business using feminine and masculine energetics. I'm the creator of the 7 Steps to a Profitable Business using CEO power planning and feminine energy. Today, we're going to be talking about 10 healthy habits that you can swap out for social media scrolling or playing games on your phone. But before we talk about the 10 healthy habits to release dopamine, let's talk about what is dopamine. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter. And if you don't know what a neurotransmitter is, think of it as a chemical messenger that communicates with different cells. So dopamine is the center for pleasure and enjoyment. When we're doing something that brings us pleasure, it's going to release that dopamine and let the other cells know, hey, this is enjoyable. And when we think something's enjoyable, we're motivated to keep on doing it, which makes total sense because dopamine regulates movement. However, dopamine's function is not just limited to feeling good or creating movement. It is also linked to your mood, sleep, learning, and concentration. You see, whichever way you activate dopamine, it's going to influence the direction of your movement, your focus, your concentration, and your mood. So if you have goals to meet, you want to be productive. The best thing that you could do is participate in activities that release dopamine in a healthy way. So for instance, if you're playing video games and you know as you're releasing dopamine, that dopamine is going to help you stay concentrated on that video game, well then the consequence is that you're going to be wasting a lot of time playing on that video game. Now, if you use one of these activities to create habits where you're releasing dopamine, doing something healthy that's more productive, then your focus and your concentration is going to be on that activity, and then you're going to see more progress in your business. So let's check these things out, and you can tell me in the comments which one you want to integrate first. If you're a busy woman entrepreneur who is juggling family life and her business, plus just taking care of herself, then you likely have a to-do list. And on that to-do list, how often do you get to scratch something off? Now, if you are getting distracted by things like social media, just to numb, just to give yourself, hey, I'm giving myself a break by scrolling on social media and catching up with friends, then you might find later on that you start avoiding that to-do list because you've gone down the rabbit hole. So let's bring back that to-do list. The first dopamine hit that you can get is through checking off or completing a task on your to-do list. I actually recommend not having a long to-do list. If you could just do 3 significant things every single day that get your business going forward, then that's all you need. And you can activate the compound effect. So when you check something off your list, it actually gives a positive reinforcement, releases that dopamine, and builds momentum for you to keep on going. It gives you that very much needed sense of accomplishment or fulfillment. Now, number 2, the second thing that you could do to get a really good dopamine hit instead of scrolling on social media is you can help someone. Now, you don't have to go out and physically help someone, but just simply sending a uplifting text message to someone or an email to someone that tells them, hey, I appreciate you and you're doing a good job. Or just a mindful compliment. When you give them that dopamine hit, you receive a dopamine hit. Before we continue on, be sure that you download my free workbook called the CEO Audit Workbook. It is a blend of feminine and masculine energetics to map out your work week so that you perform at your best. Now let's keep on going. The next thing that you can do to get that dopamine hit in the middle of your workday, so whether you are behind a computer working all the time, or maybe you're in a team environment, whatever that is, when you get moving, that actually stimulates your brain and gives you that feel-good release so that you can be more productive and focused. Number 4, learning something new also releases dopamine in your brain. Not only does it challenge you when you're learning something new, but it keeps you sharp and engaged with all the possibilities that are available to you in your business. I always believe that to have a growth mindset means that not only are you going to grow intellectually and in your awareness, but you're going to grow the opportunities that you have available to you in your reality. Which brings me to number 5. Practicing gratitude. There is nothing better to get you out of a funk or just really getting you energized again by just kind of making a mental list, or even better yet, journaling out some of the things that you're grateful for. Even the smallest things can build that momentum to stay focused on remembering your why and then taking action in your business. Next, tidy up your workspace. There's something about the before and after, the transformation, even if it's just in your workspace, that makes you feel really good. It gives you positive reinforcement that motivates you to do the things that are in alignment with where you want to go. So instead of choosing things that actually distract you or make you unproductive, it helps you choose the things that are going to move the needle forward. Next, listen to music. Music can uplift you and motivate you to take action. And it gives you a sense of nostalgia whenever it ties to a memory where you felt really good and felt confident. You can bring that into the here and now so that you are taking aligned action in your business and you're doing things to make progress. Next, something that I like to do to break up the monotony of working behind the computer, especially if I'm having a CEO power planning day where I am doing a lot of analysis and just looking at data and then planning ahead, is that sometimes I just go outside and I ground. I will literally take off my shoes and walk in the grass barefoot and just ground myself, allowing myself to soak in the sun, feel the breeze on my face, and observe the nature around me. Next, connect with other people, connect with loved ones. So whether it's your family or it's your biz besties, when you pick up the phone or even get on a Zoom, you are not only releasing dopamine, but you're releasing serotonin and oxytocin. That is a feel-good cocktail that is going to energize you. And lastly, you want to take a break. Sometimes just taking a 15-minute break, whether that is to close your eyes and meditate or to take a nap, is actually going to help you be more focused later on, which is going to make you super productive when you sit down to get ready to work. Now that you know what dopamine is and how it works, and you have these new habits that you can implement and integrate into your business and your daily schedule, let me know in the comments which ones you're going to try first. Be sure to download my CEO Audit Workbook. It has clarifying questions that are going to help you pinpoint where your time, energy, and money leaks are. Plus, there's an activity in there on how to structure your balanced work week so that you perform at your best without burnout and without sacrificing any family or you time. Remember to hit the subscribe button and the bell to be notified on my next video, where we're going to be talking about how you can decode your past so you can encode your future for more success and abundance. See you next time.